Hi guys, welcome back to Next to Director's Chair. Today we're talking about the Exorcist world of William Friedkin, so let's get into it. Welcome back to Next to Director's Chair. Today we're talking about William Friedkin. Now before I do, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for Zagran. So today, talking about William Friedkin, his movies, and get some thought about them, so let's start. So, in 1967 we had Good Times, which is a Western musical comedy film directed by William Friedkin. His feature director debut stars George Sanders, Norman Alden, Lauren Duran, Kelly Thorson, and Lenny Warwick. Made $800,000 on a $1.150 million budget. I have not seen this movie. I don't know if it's good or not. So, then in 1968 we had The Birthday Party, which is a British drama neo-noir film. It's based on the 1957 play The Birthday Party by Harold Pinter. It stars Robert Shaw, Patrick McGee, Sidney Taftner, and Dandy Nichols, and made $400,000 budget. The film was a passion project for Friedkin, admirer of the play, and he remained proud of the film. Though it was a box office disappointment, his influenced his later work, particularly The Exorcist. I have not seen this movie either. Also, in 1968, The Night They Rated Minskys, which is a musical comedy film. It is based on the 1960 novel by Roland Barber. It stars Jason Robards, Britt Eklund, Norman Wisdom, and Bartler. It made $3 million. Let's see positive reviews. It was a financial success and they spawned a stage musical adaptation, Minskys, in 2009. And in 1970, we had The Boys in the Band, which is a drama film, and is based on Crowley's 1968 off-Broadway play of the same name by Maud Crowley. It stars Kenneth Nielsen, Leonard Frey, Cliff Gorman, Lawrence Luckinbill, Frederick Combs, Keith Francis, Robert La Touranex, Reuben Green, and Peter White. Made $3.5 million and $5.5 million budget, and there was a remake in 2020, and then in 1971 we had The French Connection, which is a neo-noir action thriller film. It's based on the book of the same name, the non-fiction book of the same name by Robin Moore. It stars Gene Hackman, Fernando Rey, Roy Schneider, Tony LoBianco, Marcel Bozzuffi. It made $75 million and $1.8 to $2.2 million budget, and often considered one of the greatest films ever made. The French Connection appeared in the American Film Institute list of the best films in 1998 and again in 2007. And this is a really good film. Then in 1973, we had The Exorcist, which is a supernatural horror film based on a 1971 novel by William Peter Blatty, and it starred Ellen Bernstein, Max van Sydow, Lee Jacob, Kitty Wynn, Jack McGowan, Jason Miller, and Linda Blair. Made $441.3 million and $12 million budget, and the cultural conversation around the film helped to become the first horror film to be nominated for Academy Award for Best Picture, as well as 9 others. Blatty won Best Adapted Screenplay. It had several sequels and was the highest-grossing R-rated horror film, unadjusted for inflation to it. The Exorcist significantly influenced pop culture, and several publications regarded one of the greatest horror films ever made. I think this is probably his best film, and this is his most recognizable film. I really like this movie, so it's The Exorcist. Then in 1977, we had Sorcer, which was an action thriller film, and it was based on Leah de la Pierre by Georges Arnaud, and it stars Roy Schneider, Bruno Kramer, Francisco Rabel, Amadeo, and Ramin era. It made $9 million on a $22 million budget. It received negative reviews upon its release, and it did not recoup its costs. A considerable number of critics, as well as Friedkin, said attribute the film's commercial failure to its release at roughly the same time as Star Wars, which instantly became a pop culture phenomenon. The film has enjoyed critical reevaluation. Some critics have lauded it as an overlooked masterpiece. The 1978 we had The Brinks Job, which is a crime comedy drama based on Big Sticks Up at Brinks by Noel Bennon. It stars Peter Falk, Peter Boyle, Alan Garfield, Warren Oates, Gina Rollins, and Paul Sorvino. It made $14.5 million, $16.4 million budget. Then in 1980 we had Cruising, which was a crime thriller film. It's loosely based on a novel of the same name by Gerald Walker. And it stars Al Pacino, Paul Sorvino, and Karen Allen. It made $19.8 million, $11 million budget. Poorly received by critics upon release. It was performed moderately at the box office. Then in 1983 we had Deal of the Century, which is a comedy film. And it stars Chevy Chase, Sigourney Weaver, and Gregory Hines. It made $10.4 million on a $10 million budget. Then in 1985 we had To Live and Die in LA, which is a neo action thriller film. It is based on the 1984 novel of the same name by Gerald Fitch, and it stars William Peterson, Wayne Dafoe, John Pankow, Deborah Furr, John Turturro, Darlene Flugel, and Dean Stockwell. It made $17.3 million on a $6 million budget. It received positive with critics praising authentically the cinematography by Robbie Miller's action sequences. William Friedkin referred to the film as one of his favorites of his own works. 1987 we had Rampage, which is a crime drama film based on the book of the same name by William P. Wood. It stars Michael Biehn, Alex MacArthur, Nicholas Campbell, Deborah Van Vancouver, and it made $796,000, $7.5 million budget. And so yeah. Then in 1990 we had The Guardian, which is a supernatural horror film, and is based on The Nanny by Dan Greenberg. It stars Jenny Seagrove, Dwyer Brown, and Carrie Lowell, and it made $17 million. It was generally unfavorable critical reception, and then next in 1994 we had Blue Chips, which was a sports drama film, and it starred Nick Nolte, Mary McDonnell, Ed Neal, J.T. Walsh, Alfre Woodard, and Shaquille O'Neal. Made $26 million, $35 million budget. 1995 we had Jade, which was an erotic thriller film, and it starred David Caruso, Linda Fiorentino, Chaz Palminteri, Michael Biehn, Richard Crenna, and it made $9.9 million, $50 million budget, and it received negative reviews. Then in 2000 we had Rules of Engagement, which was a war legal drama film. It stars Tommy Lee Jones, Samuel Jackson, Guy Pearce, Bruce Greenwood, Blair Underwood, Philip Baker Hall, Anne Archer, Ben Kingsley. It made $71.7 million, $60 million budget. Then 2003 we had The Hunted, which is an action thriller film, and it stars Tommy Lee Jones, Benicio del Toro, Connie Nielsen. It made $46.1 million, $55 million budget. It received mixed reviews. Then in 2006 we had Bug, which is a psychological horror film based on the 1996 play of the same name by Tracy Letts. It stars Ashley Judd, Michael Shannon, Lynn Collins, Brian F. Byron, Harry Connick Jr. Made $8.2 million, $4 million budget. It received generally positive reviews He praised his intensity, directing, acting, and take on Paranoia, but were polarized by his writing, in particular the film's ending. Then in 2011 we had Killer Joe, which is a Southern Gothic crime film based in 1993, play of the same name by Tracy Letts. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Emil Hirsch, Juno Temple, Gina Gershon, and Thomas Hayden Church. Made $4.6 million, $8.3 million budget, and it received positive reviews. And then in 2023 we had The Community Court Martial, which was a legal drama film. Is based on the 1953 play of the same name by Herman Wilkes. Itself based on Wilkes' 1952 novel The Kane Mutiny. Stars Kiefer Sutherland, Jason Clarke, Jake Lacey, Monica Raymond, and Lance Reddick. And so yeah, sadly, William Friedkin will pass away August 7th, 2023, making The Kane Mutiny Court Martial his final film. Even though he passed away, his work is going to be widely remembered as probably one of the best films he's done. Exorcist, which is probably one of the best horror movies, and it's considered, and it's had an influence on many other horror films. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.